Genesis 2 delay, Genesis boss details, and Genesis 2 is sort of available on Xbox. You're right kids, it's Ras Clark and welcome to your regular ARK community news. Before we begin, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, share around, and let's get into it. So, of course, let's get into the nitty gritty. We all know it by now. I did a live stream last night. Genesis 2 is delayed. There's no way around it. Sadly, we are now looking at a release date, which if you don't know by now, where have you been? 8 AM Eastern, which is around 1 PM BST today. Now, I believe that sounds a bit off. 8 AM in the morning for the US just sounds a bit bizarre. We've never seen a launch like this before. It just seems like a really bizarre time to launch. I accept that the devs hit the curveballs that they did, but to have it delayed to this time in the morning, especially for the US, losing them quite a lot of marketing value in the morning just seems quite bizarre, especially the trailer, but we'll get to that in just a moment. 1 PM GMT, of course, is great for me. I get a full day now of going through all the content and putting it out there for you to see. But that is the delay as we know it. I think it's going to be delayed a little bit longer. We'll see. If you're on unofficial and you host Nitrado servers, you are going to encounter a small delay. I expect it'll probably be an hour or so after it launches on all platforms. Apparently, it's going to be simultaneous on all platforms. We'll see. Fingers crossed. Said, of course, our community manager, the hype man, who's been trying to keep us all hyped and ready for Gen 2, did say that, yeah, his heart goes out to us, he cares, and much love. He knows there are frustrations, and it's frustrations, it's passion. We've come to accept that ARK has its delays at times. It does, and it's one of those, it just happened today, it just happened again. Like, a lot of people expected it. I didn't. Twice. I got done over twice on this. End of the day, we're all gonna get a full day on ARK. I appreciate some people might be working, but over here, especially in the UK, it's the half term, so a lot of people are off and are able to enjoy the game throughout the whole day now, which is pretty cool. And the Aussies, you've got a bit of time. It's going to release at a reasonable time for you guys. But something interesting was said. Craig Brown, that's his name, senior designer for Wildcard, who make ARK. In response to some of the backlash, he said, because someone complained, because more work needed to be done, us devs need to get some sleep occasionally. People who freak out about delays are the reason this industry still has crunch. It's the most widely expressed Karen behaviour in gamers. I love it that he came up with the Karen card. He's got every right. The dude's apparently not involved in this launch. To be a designer and to have put that effort in for it to get to this point, to see a lot of backlash, you can get a bit defensive. I think in his profession, it's probably best not to, but it's only natural. It does say, first off, the community isn't mad. The ARK community is amazing and forgiving. Certain E-Karens get mad. I want to speak to the manager. Yeah. It's not going to get you anywhere. Speaking to the manager, it's not. And you've got every right to get mad. It's passion. You know, so many people are really mad for this game. You've got every right to be angry over the delay. You have. But it's today. Fingers crossed it's today. They seem to be blaming the pandemic. There are some of them remotely working from home still. We know Dali, the product manager, is. So maybe that's having some knock-on effect. I do believe, though, the trailer is the cause. I know a lot of people said it was surrounding the certification process for Microsoft, but I'm very convinced it was related to the trailer. That I can still see that they're playing on the trailer server, so I believe that's the cause. Maybe not, maybe it is, but we'll see. They promised us a trailer. He was apparently going to try and sneak out a trailer last night. It didn't happen. We didn't see one. We still haven't seen one. It's now 2 hours to go until the launch time. Yes, there will be a trailer soon from Dali. Just now, actually, in the last 10 minutes. We are currently on schedule for their deployment, and they also gave us something. Yes, this. Hence the currently, but I'm feeling confident. Okay, she does mention in development sometimes things explode, hence the currently, but I'm feeling confident. Yes, this. What's this? What has she linked us to? People explaining why they are angry over no confirmed release time. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. The trailer is still coming. When we've got 2 hours. We got 2 hours. That's tight. By the time I edit this video, we might have 1 hour. Craig Brown, our senior designer, did go on to say some pretty cool stuff. That the final boss is probably the best final boss they've ever done. Not the hardest or the most complicated, probably not even the most monstery, i.e. extinction, like the King Titan. But the build up, the execution, the character, the story, the ending, Gareth Coker's music, well, we nailed this one, y'all. The devs seem confident this is going to be the best boss we fought. The build up and the execution. I've got some belief that it's going to be related to the summoners. This thing, the summoner. I am very sure we are going to have to fight different variations of this to beat Rockwell. That's my 2 cents. I think there's going to be different waves of it that are going to range from like OSDs. So you've got blue, red, orange, purple. Different versions of this that's going to summon harder and harder waves that you're going to have to kill in order to be able to beat Rockwell. That's my guess. And we'll have to wait and see. We've got only a few more hours left to go. So last thing to note, thank you to everybody who got in touch with me on Twitter. I really do appreciate it. Apparently this was available to download on Xbox last night. 19 gig it was coming in at, and everybody that downloaded it wasn't able to play it. It might have been a pre-download perhaps. That if it was, well done you, but I don't think that's the case. I think this was accidental. I think they wasn't meant to release this because I got messages following this saying that other people have tried since then from 8 AM this morning UK time and it's not there anymore. So I believe someone dropped the ball. And they shouldn't have released this, but in doing so they realized the mistake and made sure it wasn't accessible. So although there's a 19 gig download here, I'm convinced that's not going to be the download. I think you're going to have to re-download this. Whoever got the opportunity to download this last night, I think you're going to have to re-download this, I'm afraid. But if it's not the case, well done you. You've got a head start on playing ARK Gen 2. I will be here rapidly repeating, checking the Steam pages, and I'm sure PlayStation will be as well. Fingers crossed they do the simultaneous release they're promising. I'm cautious on whether that's going to happen. We'll see. And that about wraps it up. There's other videos to do. There's a trailer coming. What did you think? Drop a comment below. Let me know, what do you think of the delay? What do you think of the boss details? Are you excited? I am very much. What do you think of this new format? Only rushing this out because I've got very limited time this morning. Haven't got time to do some serious edits like I normally do. I will do them in the future. But if you like this sort of format, comment below, let me know. My name's Raz Clark. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and as always, peace out.